The fun is not over yet here at the FifaE World Cup 2025. 8 new nations take to the stage to bring their A game for day one of groups. First up, the nation that faltered last year is back with a new roster coming into this as RLCS World Champions. Can they add the FifaE World Cup to their list of accolades? Group B. That's quite a tough pill to swallow, having to sit out and watch what's been going on.
Or sleep.
I think some
Or
of them
sleep,
like that.
if you're beast mode.
Up to you.
Who
knows?
knows? Did nap. He's only arrived today, so maybe he's needed a nap before the gameplay today.
He actually looked pretty fresh this morning.
Yeah.
But it is a long day, as you mentioned that, to watch an entire group play already.
He did come in the private NRG jet.
When talking about Brazil, they're taking on Chile. That's not our featured matchup. You can watch that on FIFA.gg, as you can Oman, Italy, and Saudi, Norway. Our feature matchup is the USA taking on Germany. This is a massive one, guys, if you are watching. Obviously, they are the world champions. That's the United States taking on Germany, who these guys and you at home will be saying, you know, they're not too bad. Okay, before we get into this, shall we hear from the trio in the Stars and Stripes?
for us, winning this tournament would be like a cherry on top because, you know, to like prove ourselves again. And the tournaments here are always like super fun. Pretty nice. We had the opportunity last year, but we couldn't make it. So we when we heard that we could play in it again this year, we all were very excited to do it, and we're like really excited. It's like a big honor. We're a little bit nervous because it's different than like when we play, you know, for like our teams, and we've never played for like, you know, our national team. But I think more than anything, we're just excited because last year the US didn't do that good, and so we want to like get revenge.
Yeah, of course, USA didn't get out of the groups last time. Completely different roster. I think maybe these three saw a little bit of what the FifaE finals are about and thought, I want a piece of that, right?
Couldn't have us get bounced out again, that's for sure. Let's go over this time and see what happens. That's the real tragedy is if they get bounced out again.
No, there's no way, surely. I mean, I don't think they're losing in the group stage. I think they're getting out of this group. Looking at the lineup, I think they're absolutely getting out of it. But yeah, Germany, tough match one because USA are slow starters traditionally.
But they're pretty good in terms of Europe now. They were second in qualification in Europe, only behind France. That must give them confidence.
Feels like for the last 5 years, when you look at Germany, you think solid Rocket League. Solid Rock is going to be played, and it's just what you get time and time again.
Okay, well, we are ready to hear from Team Germany just before we get into this first matchup.
We were here last year as well together. It's always nice to be here with the friends. So just competing is always a lot of fun. So yeah, I'm glad to be back. It's a great feeling. It's always a pleasure and honor to represent your home country. Well, last year we didn't have the greatest performance. I think we started off pretty strong. We're definitely here. We're prepared, especially with the regional finals. That definitely motivated us. If we actually have the chance to make it to the final even or win it, then it's a huge success, not only for us, but for the federation, for the whole country. I think the regional qualifier definitely helped us to be more ready for the whole tournament, but not really. I think we're just going to be as ready as possible for tomorrow and for the upcoming days.
They seem like they're full of confidence, Team Germany guys.
Yeah,
No reason not to
reserved,
be.
quiet confidence, I think, from these guys. They know what they can do. They know they can get out of this group, and maybe even they should get out of this group based on the draw that they've got. I think if they were in Group B, they'd be in the mix with all the other teams who are, you know, from England down to Morocco.
Giving it
Group A,
guns now. They obviously are pretty confident, CJ.
Well, they're
think so.
incredibly well-travelled as well, which is probably makes perfect sense for the FifaE World Cup. Catalysm going to Asia, to APAC to play some Rocket League. We had Rezears head down to my country, down to Australia to play as well. Tox went to the Middle East to play, so they globe-trotted to maybe
Whoa, what's going on here?
experience, and the Germans are awake.
Oh, the Americans woke up online? What's going on?
No, probably not actually.
I mean, USA should win this. They are the heavy favorites. But they have started slow in previous tournaments with this roster many times.
And no time to start
Germany
slow
are very
here.
consistent, very solid. So I'm surprised the fans don't back USA. I think
They're
they
looking at it
probably will.
too. Beastmode is looking at the predictions and laughing right now. on
Yeah,
the
they
big
can
screen.
see it right in front of them.
They're all looking, they're all listening to us. CJ, you just mentioned the well-travelled team from Germany. How does that actually help them though?
Oh, I think we see some players just learn to adapt. You've got to, you get exposed to different play styles, different tendencies, and it grows you as a player. I think we've seen it time and time again. We saw it with CRR now back in Europe as well, who's learnt a lot from South America, North America, and these guys just feel like they've covered every single region, so they're prepared for anything.
Germany, do they look at this one and go, right, we're fresh as well. This is the first matchup. If it's the time to beat USA, it's now.
Perfect.
Well, we'll find out, won't we? Because we're getting to our first round of matches here from Group A. Let the games begin. It's USA taking on Germany in the company of James Bott and Jorby. Enjoy.
The USA with different representation this year at the FIFA World Cup 2025. Beast Mode, Atomic, and Daniel taking the pitch against Germany.
What do you make of this, Jorby? I mean, obviously, you heard Johnny Boy say Team USA, the heavy favorites, but they're coming off a recent performance where they... Well, hold on.
It helps when you get a little help from across the pond here. Beast Mode gets the touch, and then a little help from Catalysm as he actually gets bumped by Beast Mode into the ball. That's quite the way to start the game.
Yeah, wow. What a start. Team USA getting off on the right foot. A lot of people do say these players tend to start slow. We saw the first regional event of the year for RLCS. This team, NRG, playing under the Team USA banner, had a really slow start. They actually didn't even finish top 8 in their region. Shocking result, especially after winning the RLCS World Championship. And
but you know, put them in an arena, James. Put them on land, and they go right back to the old styles. Already a strong start, right? But it's feel a little different for Team USA than maybe any other time. Is when they were NRG, they had just won the RLCS World Championship not too long ago. So this German team definitely has their work cut out for them, as they've had some trouble even getting back to the ball.
Yeah, they are forced to make stop after stop after stop. Another shot blocked by Tox, who's low on boost. Atomic trying to keep this ball in the corner. Excellent pressure from Team USA. Germany just looking for an opportunity to get out, and they do. Rezears, musty pass into Tox. No, it's just in. Tox, he follows the ball, but the net was wide open.
Yeah, well, you saw that charge into the corner, and they needed a little bit more time. Beast Mode was the first back, but he was coming out of net when that whole counter started. And I don't know if it was Daniel or Atomic, but they just crashed the attacking corner, which left everything wide open and easy for Rezears.
And I was going to say, you cannot count this German team out. You look at all the players, they're quite accomplished as well. Catalysm, you've seen him playing last year under the Virtus Pro banner, looking very good in APAC. Also just recently won the first regional in APAC, but now we see Germany being forced to play more defense.
Catalysm was playing way back before we ever had the open era of Rocket League, and I definitely agree he's been playing the best Rocket League we've ever seen him play. You know, credit as well to Rezears and Tox, who have both been competitive over the recent years of Rocket.
Top 8 in the last RLCS European regional, so this is a very capable German team, one that might be the dark horse in their group to maybe get some upsets against favorites like Team USA.
Decent pressure right now. Atomic helps Beast Mode out. Got the midfield. Tox tried for a pass. Good positioning from Team USA. Daniel just gets in the way. Beast Mode forces Germany to respect his position on the ball. Catalysm, good control. Germany slowly losing their hold. Shot with possession, free ball. The shot easily denied by Tox. Rebound, Daniel pass. No one to bump underneath.
Atomic not really getting a hold of that ball. Looked like a good shooting lane. Another drop down pass. That shot looked like it was going to hit off the post anyway, but we're seeing multiple opportunities here for Team USA.
Control, Atomic has to buy a little bit of time. Beast Mode was headhunting. And whoa,
double commit.
Daniel.
Low boost as well. Beast Mode last back. He's got lots of boost, but this is still a tough spot for him.
Beast Mode always finds a way to clear out the panic whenever it seems to set in. He's always been that calming force on this team. Team USA needed it. They get another deep clear here from Daniel. Germany, this is where, how do you build pressure against Team USA? You might find a seam with a free touch. Beautiful shot, but a better save.
Oh, that was a crazy save by Beast Mode to get the light touch that gets the ball outside of that danger zone, keeps it close to the wall. That was so good from Beast Mode. It could have been a disastrous opportunity, but Team USA come out on top thanks to that Beast Mode touch.
Rezears is very patient there. You saw him get the midfield boost. Beast Mode didn't have anything. Rezears doesn't have that info, and he ends up with the ball. Kind of a half pinch with Tox, who opts for the ball over that boost, so Beast Mode will collect. Daniel gets a lot of space, just drives to the midfield line, and allows Beast Mode to take this over. So Team USA find a way to get the ball, get it back into the orange half, while Germany can't find a way to hold possession. Pop up, Beast Mode gets the first touch, but with no boost, can't do much to control.
And the corner boost grabbed by Catalysm, who did get bumped off the ball. That might slow down rotations. Off the ceiling, Catalysm tries to hit it up the gut, pass it field to Atomic, who shoots it dead center. Team USA take the lead late.
Just too many 50s to handle, and Catalysm couldn't get a decent enough clear. Tox was boostless. Beast Mode saw he had a free touch on the ball rather than take the shot. give it out to his teammate. Tox couldn't stretch for it. Nice work from Beast Mode on the recognition. 20 seconds for Germany.
Rezears doesn't get a hold of that one. Daniel try to 50 that. Doesn't flip into it in the corner. Ball goes right back to Beast Mode, generating this opportunity. Awkward ball. Rezears will take it airborne. Lands on the ceiling. Has Catalysm to help. The pinch attempt. Oh, still might be a chance. Tox keeps the ball alive.
Catalysm got there in time. Tox has to keep it up. There's no boost for Rezears. Catalysm also only has 2, but he'll use his nose to keep it up high. Daniel onto the ground. USA will collect at least a point.
It wasn't easy, but they got the job done. Team USA started out fast. They kept Germany stuck on their goal line for quite some time, but then Germany started to figure things out. They tied things up. But then in the end, the passing plays from Team USA were too much, and we saw them go for that a few times, and it was Atomic who had multiple opportunities, missed a previous chance, but this last opportunity he had, he really crushed.
Remember that Beast Mode save as well from that passing play to Rezears. Had a lot of momentum on it, and he found a way to make the save. One thing I'll say for Germany, James, is you were saying later in that game, they started finding some opportunities. USA were kind of letting the valve go, letting the pressure go, and you saw the middle of the field kind of wide open. It's a little scary if you're going to allow transitions like that with how good Germany were able to take advantage of those opportunities.
Yeah, I mean, we even saw that in the England matchup against the Netherlands where, you know, you leave that midfield open, you're leaving yourself open for a quick counterattack, and that is something that you can get punished by. That's what we saw Germany do. But at the same time, Jorby, yeah, we saw Team USA leaving that space, giving a little bit of wiggle room to Germany, but overall, you think back, it was Team USA who had all the chances in that game. They had multiple shot opportunities, heavy amounts of possession, very easily could have put in 3 or 4 goals that game had they had the peak level of shooting that they're capable of. So I think Germany still is going to be fighting this battle uphill in the snow.
That's the beauty of the set of 2. Entirely possible that Germany could steal a point away, or really steal 2 points. Not 2 points, but deny 2 points. The correct way to say that. See what Germany can do to keep pressure. Tox, pre-flip into the ball. Great pass, great stop, great goal. Catalysm collects.
Almost saved, but the power on the shot was too much. Great effort there by Tox. Catalysm, his shot was deflected on the goal line. You see Atomic streaking in, trying to get that ball out, but the power was too much in the end.
James, take a note of the heart rates there. Next to the players' boost totals at the top, you see a stark difference. Everyone under 100 on Team USA, but Germany, everyone pushing almost 150 for at least Catalysm. He's getting up there the 160s. So Germany definitely got it going at a higher BPM. Drum and bass, if you will. And Rezears hitting the base there. 2-0 Germany.
It's a great start for Germany. Rezears in a perfect spot. And you can see Atomic actually running into beast mode on the rotation back, or the team bump there, which is not what you want to see if you're a fan of Team USA. Germany taking advantage of that chaos. And now this is a solid lead for Germany.
So often you see a team that may not be as strong as the team they're playing against get a lead like this. They don't find a way to stay disciplined. It might be different for Germany. These are players with a lot of experience. Daniel will take it up. Oh, USA, they're very good at coming back. Case in point, Atomic splits one.
This is an excellent play here. Daniel flipping, pushing the ball up the wall, taking the contact, getting the extra hit to beat the defender, and it seems like over and over again, it is Atomic who is the player ready to take that shot in those rebound opportunities, and Atomic does not let Team USA down and continues to just make plays.
I mean, that perfect touch from Daniel. He got the perfect bounce off the cross of the ceiling and the wall. About as best as you could hope for. And wow, Catalysm pre-jumped that save. Now Tox gets a chance downfield. Rezears doesn't have a lot of boost though. Still, they're so willing to push forward regardless of the boost total. They'll try to make a play. Rezears trying to come back to the ball. Atomic wins his boost and gets the ball downfield. Daniel steals the boost as well. USA trying to starve Germany out.
Rezears does grab that corner, which was key. Does get bumped off the ball, but you can see Catalysm and Tox struggling for any boost whatsoever. Another miss here from Tox. Rezears tries to take it up and over, but Beast Mode finds Daniel. Daniel has Atomic below him. Atomic and Beast Mode were both there. It might have overcommitted, but it's a slow counterattack from Germany, and they don't take advantage.
There's the one difference there, right? They did concede the midfield, but it just took forever to get control of the ball. That's a great touch from Rezears. And a little bit more boost. Whoa, Tox took a risky approach there. Went to go get the midfield boost. USA might have found a way to punish it. Ball rips to the opposite side. Beast Mode reads it perfectly. Pre-flip touch. Nobody from USA there. Atomic playing defensively. Daniel here to hold the ball. Beast Mode gets the demo as well. USA, they might be down a goal, James, but controlling pace of play right now.
They are. But we've seen in previous games as well, it's one thing to keep pressure, it's another thing to finally break through and score. Team Germany, they have been looking really good defensively, and they've shown that they have the ability to counterattack. So we'll see if Team USA can finally convert. This is a great chance. Tox does get a piece of the ball. It changed the trajectory. You can see the scramble up above the bar. Somehow Germany keep it out.
As the boost gets lower, the heart rates get higher for Germany. They somehow survive that one. They're gonna have to survive another. Atomic flips into the ball. He's got more on it. He does not want to give Germany any sort of possession. But Catalysm will find a way behind the ball regardless. Daniel gets pumped out of the play. Atomic might get called off there. I'm very hesitant to ever say Atomic makes an error, but it does happen. Daniel still finds his way behind the ball. Beast Mode.
Got a bump.
Had the fake, and Atomic gets the goal. Tie.
Great play here from Team USA. Daniel floating this up, and then look at Beast Mode. He takes Catalysm out of the play. He makes the defense think about what he's doing. Is he taking the shot? Is he going for the bump? Well, by the time they realize that he's playing the bump, it was too late. And again, it is Atomic who is there to finish the job, the shooter for Team USA. And he is hitting his marks.
2-goal lead, the most dangerous lead in Rocket League. Germany need to find a way to take the lead back. First flick, knocked away. Rezears fakes that touch up, avoids the bump on the next, gets a 50 underneath one, but you needed more than that, and there was no support for him.
It's a good low boost counterattack there from NRG to put pressure on net, buy some space to get boost.
30 seconds left. Germany trying to find a way to keep USA to only 1 point. May go to OT, but NR, you made me do it now.
Team did USA. I actually say NRG? Oh,
did.
My goodness.
It's okay. It's okay. Everyone gets one. I should be the last person to say anything.
Hey, you know I'm not wrong.
Technically not wrong, as USA up high. Beautiful soft touch. Double touch from Atomic. That's a beauty.
A hat trick from Atomic. Atomic elevating Team USA in the final moments of both games.
5 seconds for Germany. Do they have anything on the kickoff? They gotta get some sort of fast possession. Something quick. It's a fake kickoff. Immediately kicked down the field. Nobody in the area. Kicked away. USA, 3 points.
This is the result that you expected, but it was not easy. Germany, very capable, very skilled, threatening in both games.
They are going to be down for too long. They're definitely going to be battling in this group. A difficult group for sure when you're in party with the likes of USA, Saudi Arabia, and Brazil. We'll see what they can do. Great start for USA. Germany, a lot to look forward to. It's only the first set.
Swatted away. They've removed the danger. It's saved.
Germany's been playing so well, so this is, I think, the exact matchup I want to see right now.
A point separates these two as well, so it may be tight. This is going to be one that's going to really get us questioning what the group is going to look like maybe going forward. Well, let's talk a little bit more about, well, I was going to say the team from Germany, but we're focusing in, we're honing in on Italy at the moment, debuting here.
Yeah.
Is that for an experienced team? Question mark over that.
Yeah, we've seen Arju before, and
quite a bit in North America.
Yeah.
I think
Like he's been around, but it's definitely some newer blood for Italy outside.
I mean, he's been a force. You know, you look at that team, Shuffles Kittens before it was Team Evo, playing with Relating Wave and Speed. You know, a very seasoned team, I'll say. And we saw Arju way back in the day. I think he was on Flipside way back in the day, but he has been a player that has continued to perform.
We'll talk about them in some more detail in a few moments' time, but first, let's hear from them.
I've never been to a LAN. This is my first actual tier 1 tournament LAN experience, so I'm pretty excited to be here. It feels great to represent, obviously, Italy, and also to be here with my team. They're great players, and we're also always being friends, so it's just amazing to share this experience with them. Obviously, it's an honor to represent your own country in such a big stage, and hopefully we'll make them proud. So winning, first of all, it would be obviously insane in terms of beating all the other good teams that are here. Winning this tournament would actually be amazing, probably one of the best experiences in my life. I'm just focusing on my own gameplay and my own tournament, and I'm trying to do my best here.
I mean, what a first LAN experience this is. Wow.
Super cool, and it wants to make his country proud. You're doing it right now. It's a strong start to the group. You're in great shape.
Yeah, exactly. Well, we can just continue with this. They're taking on Germany. Like I mentioned, they're just a point behind the German squad. Finished 6th last year. Probably disappointed with that showing and really want to make a point of what they're about this year.
Yeah, slipped out of the race towards the end of it, and Germany, you're right. I mean, they've definitely leveled up since the last year, and wow, 86% favorites too?
I feel like it's a lot closer than that, but Germany is a team that I wouldn't be surprised if they make a run the rest of the day and also have a strong performance tomorrow. The Team USA looking vulnerable as well. You know, I think it's this German squad, they are the favorite, without a doubt. It's just how close is Italy?
They're a team that maybe have got a lot of play styles. They've got it all. They've got the complete package, Germany.
Yeah, I mean, they've got a lot of great bases covered. It's a very strong fundamental team over on Germany for sure. And I'm just looking forward to seeing what Italy can do against it. Because the defense isn't going to be, elite, but it's going to be solid. And you got to make sure you've got the attack going if you want to beat them.
Well, obviously they're a team that know each other quite well. They'd have played each other in qualies to get here as well in terms of European qualification. This is an all-European round here in terms of round 5. This is our featured matchup. Germany taking on Italy. Cole, CJ, it's all yours.
Third versus fifth in Group A at the moment. Round 5 action is upon us. Featured match, Germany, Italy. First chance to get a real proper look at this Italian squad.
Yes, third versus fifth, but that includes the fact that Team Brazil and Team Germany are both on 7 points and Team Italy only on 6 points. So 1 point between them. Hello, Hyder. Hyder.
Hello there. Look at the dunk coming through. Germany completely caught out Catalysm passing it back. He was happy with it. But Tox has completely sniped Hyder. We're 12 seconds in. The Italians are on the board.
Yeah, I mean, we've been hearing good things. Achieves has been keeping an eye on Italy, and he's certainly happy with the way they play. I'd say for Germany, it's sort of 3 7 out of 10 players, and that's okay. You could definitely go far in Rocket League by having players that are that solid and that dependable. Germany certainly covered that one. Also, shout out to Tox for actually using his team's decal. I love that about Tox.
Do you think the boys would be happy about being called 7 out of 10?
All right. 6 out of 10.
Okay.
Yeah, all right, 5 then, fine.
Going in the wrong direction, I'd say, if you're a German fan, but a very solid team. The Astral Pinch coming through off the corner. We haven't seen that come off in a long time. Could have been incredible.
They were all almost 8 out of 10 there. Would have been impressive if he got that, but I'm sure he'll get it next time. He got this, buddy. Yeah, Germany going behind quickly. I'd say Rezears, to me, is the most likely player to break through for Germany. I remember he had a fantastic performance a couple of esports World Cups ago. I think representing Monkeys. And he was just excellent, scored all sorts of cool goals.
You saw them steal a game in overtime against Brazil. I'll give a shout out as well to one of the veterans, one of the OGs in Freaky, coaching this German lineup. Obviously a German himself, as that dunk comes through almost. Rezears getting the touch, but yeah, Freaky even coaching an OCE team this season, Team Power, so give him a little shout out as that's almost in the back of the net. Nice defense though from Italy.
Right, have they changed the ball settings in this game? Because every chance they've had has been a pinch or a dunk, or the ball just going and coming out of nowhere, so definitely one not to take your eyes off.
Looks like a homing missile on net at the moment. You can see Catalysm, nice fake coming through as he really grew into his own at the World Champs. Is that a chance? Speaking of, Stocks now looks for the pass off the backboard. Vuf able to just control proceedings, and to mention Catalysm, love seeing him. Obviously moved to APAC, to Asia in the RLCS, and he had a fantastic World Championships and really comes into this event, into the FifaE World Cup in some kind of form.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Catalysm has been dangerous for years, and yeah, top 10s he made in majors. Similar with Rezears, he made a major as well from your beloved OCE too, so some travel-friendly players here.
They're globetrotters, aren't they? We've got Tops as well, went to the Middle East, went to MENA, and we are right now, so he might have acclimatized. He might be his home court advantage.
Well, it's been raining today, so we can't be too used to that.
Well, that's true, it is once in a generation. I'd say the rain, it's peaking. Oh, I mean, Italy don't care about what's going on outside. They don't care about the globetrotters in Germany, because they've got the first 2 goals on the board.
Yeah, Devoof, clean finish, solid one. Italy had to soak up plenty of German pressure, but when Devoof got his chance, he wasn't going to make any mistakes. And the team dynamics for Italy looking pretty good. You can see why Achieves likes these guys. They cover each other up, they block when they need to block, and they're not sending the third man too far forward, so when they have their opportunity, they are taking it. A very clean Rocket League team of the Italians. Arju, their most decorated player, takes that flick reset out, leaves it to Devoof, who has to force Catalysm to do some defending and almost prods it over Rezears.
Yeah, the question is now, we're nearly underrating Arju, as James did mention when he burst onto the scene, he was the up-and-coming talent in Europe.
Yeah.
Obviously now heading across to North America, doing a bit of college work as well. But still, so much potential. And crazy to see him a veteran now on a team.
It's crazy how time be like that. Players that we know as these youngsters continue to
8. Stardew and Tox argue over that. I didn't even mean that to be sassy, but you looked at me as if it did.
Yeah, time do be like that, says the poet Cole. Here we go, 2-0 still. Great start for Italy. Game 1 so important. This format does favour underdogs, or perhaps just, well, obviously favours those individual games. If you can get the first, the pressure's off for the second. You secured at least a point. But if you are either of these sides, you're wanting to collect all 3. You're wanting a 2-0 to just push yourself further away from those at the bottom.
Yeah, if either team wins this one, they will leapfrog the other, don't forget. Germany are looking a long way away from winning this series. They have to get 2 goals in the next 55 seconds. It's pretty much time to really turn that screw. So there will be gaps in their defense coming forwards that maybe Italy can make the most of. Arju goes to the ceiling, can't do anything with it. Tox gets it towards Catalysm, who goes under DeVoof, the one thing you can't let happen when defending. Where's this ball going to land? Over to Arju, and Germany can't get hold of it.
Yeah, they can't just find an attack, which is surprising. We saw against Brazil, they had more shots than them, and notoriously, Brazil are an aggressive offensive team, but right now against Italy, they don't have an attack at all.
Well, according to the stats, Germany have had more shots, but I'll be honest, apart from the crazy pinch, I can't really remember too much they've actually done. The eye test would certainly favour Italy here. See if Germany can back up their statistics with a goal in the next 15 seconds, something to chase. Even with 1 second left, you have the opportunity from the kickoff. Catalysm, he goes long. Will this go in? No, it won't. DeVoof saves. And that might just be that, unless Toxin to the ceiling. Catalysm has got no boost. He still goes under. Not quite the 1 second I asked for. How about double that?
And we saw the kickoff strategies coming through from Germany. They get their first goal. They've got 2 seconds to work with. It was enough against Brazil, albeit they didn't have a time constraint like this. What does Germany, what does Freaky have in store? 2 seconds left. The kickoff strat. It's the same kickoff against Brazil, but it doesn't work this time as Italy ram the ball home. Ball down. 1-0.
Yeah, well played, Italy. Clearly they've been doing their homework. They've been keeping an eye on their opponents, or at least their coach has. And they knew what Freaky and the lads were going to offer in that situation. So Italy guarantee themselves at least 1 point in their quest for the top 4. That's where the real battle is between them, Chile, and Germany. It does seem like Italy are feeling to build up a head of steam. If they can get this second game against Germany, they go at least 4th.
That'd be huge. Obviously, top 4 required to make the playoffs out of both Group A and B. And around the grounds as well, a reminder to everybody that we are showcasing 4 matches at the same time. Hello.
Hi. Plenty of games. Yeah, plenty of games to look forward to. I can tell you that. Looking around, I know this off the top of my head, of course. Brazil 1-0 up against Oman, and some other games are going on too, but all I can see is their faces, so I'll tell you what those ones are up to as we go. Saudi Arabia 1 up against Chile.
Yeah, they're cruising.
They are cruising. They are cruising, aren't they? Saudi Arabia looking like themselves at times today.
Well, they didn't do this last year, which is obviously we're talking about them being the reigning FifaE World Cup champions, but in the playoffs, or sorry, in the group stage, as TRK mentioned, it was the toughest part of their tournament. They went 1-1 against basically everyone, kind of just scraped through into the playoffs in a, well, as comfortable way as you can scrape through, and then made their way. So, complete shake-up for them. They are cruising at the top of Group A.
DeVoof says thank you very much, and straight from the kickoff, it's Italy 1, Germany 0. It was just DeVoof bundling his way through. The man can't be stopped.
23 seconds, the same as last time. We had a 12-second goal for Italy. Germany, only the 1 goal so far in this series, in this set, and it was with 2 seconds remaining in game 1, and in the end, didn't mean anything at all. Italy, really an upset it would be. You'd say you would favour Germany. They're coming in 3rd in the standings in the group. Italy sitting at 5. They've got a chance to jump right over the top of them.
Yeah, Italy's playstyle already seems favourable against Germany's. Germany's reliance, I would say, on Rezears as the main mechanical maestro. Italy just suppressing that. And they're not falling for Tox's tricks either. Tox, who loves going for these bumps in these demos and is normally so good at breaking through for his teammates, and like, they don't seem bothered by him at all.
Yeah, this is a worrying situation, but Arju able to cover his 2 teammates on the double commit. Another shot on. Oh, position, he just wasn't quite there. You see Catalysm pushing forward, trying to make the most of an opportunity, but Italy are really countering, as you mentioned, the German play style that they want to punish counterattacks. Italy not really ever overcommitting, which is strong to see from a team that obviously aren't, well, used to playing together.
And they all start getting jumpy though. 1-0 up with 3.5 minutes left. Especially if Germany can get themselves a goal. Italy really feel that they could take the 3 points there. And even if they get the one, it'll be frustrating for them now. Tox gets it onto his own post. It's more awkwardness for Germany. Tox actually did pretty well not to own goal that one, but Heider, again, the cleanest touch you're ever going to see. First touches for Italy. Like, they're always so good at just taking the ball just away from when the Germans want it.
Yeah, a lot of value from that first man, which has been huge for Italy. Mentioned the lack of overcommitting from Italy, which has meant that Germany have really struggled to find those easy goals. They've had to work incredibly hard for their only goal in this set. There is the shot, Heider cutting across. Again, not opting to go back post, just looking to cover the pass, looking to cover the shot, help out your man in net, and
No way.
I think that might just be in Germany's net.
That is disastrous for Germany, just when you feel like you're coming back into it. I mean, it's bad luck, but Tox, the 50-50, you should not be approaching it at that angle.
This is going terribly for the favourites. Italy, if the scores remain the same, will not only jump over the top of Germany, they'll jump right into that top 4 playoff spot for now.
Especially if, at the moment, whisper it, Oman are 1-1 against Brazil in Game 2 with 140 left, so not a gimme for Brazil by any means.
Yeah, and Oman win that, it would mean that Italy could go straight up to 3rd, only behind Saudi Arabia and USA, our 2 top seeds from Group A, so this is a huge 3 points coming up. Germany still with time to work with, but Italy just looks solid. I'm loving what I'm seeing from them.
Yeah, it's I say this as a compliment, it's cookie cutter Rocket League. This is Rocket League as it should be. Often other teams, they sort of break away from this as the neutral point, but Italy are just completely focusing on it. Sending one man forwards. Lovely touch there from Arju. They've got mechs as well, don't get me wrong, as Arju catches that around the corner, wants to follow it up himself. They're always making sure, keep an eye on this, whenever Germany break through, they've got at least one player back. They will never be 3 on none and roll the ball home to nothing.
You mentioned could have cut
like this.
Oh, hang on a second. Hang on a second. That's a free backboard shot. On net is lovely. Tox carries it away. Italy get a chance to attack. No. Kata forces it downfield. Saying before, it is cookie cutter, but they're not opting for just regular positioning. They're just making sure there's always someone there. Whether it's, you know, perhaps not their turn to go, they're happy to cut across and help out. And it has stumped Germany for at least, well, a game and a half now.
Yeah, a little bit of a double commit there from Italy, and that's what opens up these pockets of space. Archie misses! Davuf, the saviour! It seemed that Italy would give away one a little bit earlier than last time, but they might this time now. Catalysm tees up Tox, is blocked again. Italy reading everything. Tox tries to take out Davuf, but Heider helps out.
They've taken some of that USA plot armor right now. They cannot find the back of the net, Germany. Italy just diving across net. I mentioned it being unconventional. They're just doing whatever they can to keep that clean sheet alive.
Germany. One last roll of the dice, perhaps. Arju catches it, takes away a few more seconds, needs to keep behind this ball, and does. Loses it out to Heider, though. Tox to the ceiling, Catalysm up against the opponent, Davuf. Arju tries to find Tox, but it's not going to happen for Germany. They just can't pass the ball.
They're getting a hand on everything. One more goal will be game over for Italy, but I don't think they're worried about that. They just need to hold on. That's a nice pop. Is anyone on the backboard? They're going in and out to save. Heider, that's what I mentioned. They're just helping each other out. They're diving across the net. Germany just not ready for the speed that Italy producing out of defense. In 20 seconds left, Germany still have only scored 1 goal, and it didn't mean anything.
Yeah, look at that pre-jump from Arju right there with 20 seconds left. He's still going, but Rezears maybe has it over the top. Arju, who made the pre-jump earlier, makes one of the saves in the most important moments in his career for Italy. Think how big this would be for them making top 4, and then Heider misses. 2 seconds. What is this? This is scripted, CJ.
It's 2 seconds again. You could rinse and repeat, run back game 1, and we are in the exact same situation. And it's time to look for the kickoff. Do they go the fake close cheat, which didn't work last time? Here we go. Eyes on. Freaky, what have you got, Germany? What have you got? It's deja vu. Except the kickoff is completely different. They earn possession, but have they earned the right to keep the ball up? No. Italy have just mirrored game 1 with a game 2 victory.
Well played, Italy. Achieve said he liked the look of them, and you can see why. Every bit the clean, coherent, functional team we know that boy loves. And Arju as well, like the defending that he made at the end, they were not easy blocks, pre-jumps and everything.
It was heroic, absolutely heroic from Italy. They got the 2-0 lead very early on, and as we mentioned, it was the exact same story as game 1. You could see
that smile.
The look on Arju, absolutely beaming. They knew how important that was. particularly with how close we expect that 4th spot to be in Group A.
I mean, Arju, who has been in and out the scene, you know, he took some time away and he's come back and now he's here with Italy and he's currently playing Collegiate Rocket League. He's a player who's really sort of taken his time to find any sort of success. He's always been there or around. You know, you mentioned when he was the youngster for Mouse Sports coming in.
It's tonight. Swatted away. stop. What a save!